Oh, yes, they are. I mean, it'll be a battle down low. Boxing out is vital, and second chance points may just decide this game.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Risachet and Johnson, they're the forwards. Trae Young out there with Dyson Daniels. And it's a Kongwu in at the 5 spot.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Now Young. From deep. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Here's Chicago now. It's a 3-point game. Ball against Young. Now here's Ball. Defense is right there. Misses from short range. Well, Grant, aside from making the East Finals in 2021, how would you assess Trae Young's teams?
Well, they're always solid offensive teams, but Trae is the type of player that you need to surround with defensive-minded guys, and he hasn't really had that.
And Chicago has possession, following the score by Atlanta. Pass to Buzelis. Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot, outside Giddey. Vucevic in the post, guarded by a Kongwu, and it's good for 2.
He's so well prepared. Vuce can get the shot off no matter what time is on that clock.
And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Giddey. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Giddey's got 5 now.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now here's Johnson. Here's Daniels. Here's Young. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Ice Trae, looking cool as ever, just draining it.
Outside White. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. LeVert's checked in for the Hawks. White hits them both.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
And so it's Young with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Trailing by 5. Outside Johnson. Back to Young. 3-pointer. Fires in the triple. Young's got his second basket.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
Pass to Vucevic. Shoots over a Kongwu. And Vucevic gets it to go on the assist by White.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
Now here's LeVert. Kongwu, a screen on White. White against LeVert. Puts up a deep 3. And it's Chicago with a board. Ball right side. And Ball throws it down.
I love seeing Ball be aggressive on offense. Good at knowing when to take initiative.
Young looking for an opening. Gets the 3 to fall. Young's got 8 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Ball. Vucevic, a screen on Young. Ball. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Ball's gotten his second bucket on the night. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Johnson. Over Buzelis. A shot by Johnson. No good.
And usually that's a bucket for him. But look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Chicago ahead, up 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen here from the Bulls tonight?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
On the floor for Atlanta, we've got George Niang, Rizachet out there with Karis LeVert. Then it's Clint Capella, and it's Man in at the 3.
Oh, nice ball movement by LeVert. A welcome sign for this team.
What's impressive about Karis LeVert, he's played a lot of different roles, Richard.
From averaging 20 points a game to more of a complimentary scorer. Look, LeVert has been a starter. He's come off the bench. He has thrived in any assignment you give him.
Here's LeVert. Chicago making their last shot. Pass to Capella. Here's Rizachet. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. NBA scoring has been climbing over the past decades for him. Is the league too offensive at the moment, do you think?
Well, we know that people like scoring, the fans, players, everyone, but the league needs to make sure there aren't hamstringing defenders too much. So I think allowing some more physicality incentivizes the defender to defend, and now we have competition on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Jones. Williams, a screen on LeVert. Jones from outside. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. To the inside. Here's Niang. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
Jones, the pass to Smith. And here's Giddey. And again, it's Chicago.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He wants to review the game plan. Vucevic, he's checked in for Chicago. Ball comes in for DeSumo. Over to the left wing. Spins. Young with it, guarded by Vucevic. And here's LeVert for 3. Knocks down the triple. LeVert's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Pass to Jones. Ball, a screen on LeVert. Jones from outside. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's LeVert for 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
A good shooter with a smooth stroke. LeVert's ability to hit shots can take him very far in this league.
Pass to Williams. Outside Jones. Vucevic's shot is off.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Man, the pass to Young. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Some changes for Chicago. Buzelis comes in for Williams, and it's Kobe White in for Giddey. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Jones finds ball. Back to Jones. Vucevic, a screen on Young. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Jones has got 5 now. The Hawks trailing. Outside Young. Pass to Rizachet. Here's Daniels. No points yet. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Here's Buzelis. Rebounded by Johnson. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's Daniels with a drive. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Tons of first step quickness from Daniels.
Bulls trail by 3. Jones feels it out. 15 seconds left in the second. Pass to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. 6 points for him.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shots. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. One guy who's been getting it done is Josh Giddey.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
They've got Nikola Vucevic, Josh Giddey out there with Buzelis. Then it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the point. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here's Giddey. 9 points in the game, and Vucevic slams it in.
Doing exactly what you expect. Vooch setting a solid screen that gets things going.
Pass to Daniels. Back to Young. The 3 is up. The 3 ball is good from Young.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Chicago trailing here. And here's White. It's Vucevic, high post. Now here's Giddey. Beyond the arc. Again gets it to go. He can't miss. 5 for 5.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Johnson. He's scoreless. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's Giddey. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Pass to Rizachet. Outside Johnson. Here's Rizachet. Outside Young from behind the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you gotta know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Vucevic, a screen on Young. And that one's good. Giddey. Giddey's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Young blitzing his way to a bucket.
It's amazing what Young can do out there offensively. He just reads the defense so well.
Pass to White. Vucevic with it. Minute 32 left to play in the third quarter here. Outside Giddey. Oh, he can't miss. 8 for 8 after that shot.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
Some changes for Chicago. Smith, he's checked in for Nikola Vucevic. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Giddey. Atlanta's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. It's LeVert on the wing. Hounded by Ball. And stolen by Williams. Dosunmu with it. Johnson on it. Dosunmu, the pass to Ball. Smith with a screen on LeVert. Here's Ball. And a nice finish on the layup. And it's a 4-point Chicago lead.
Lots of quick moves inside by Ball to get into great position for the score.
LeVert outside. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Ball. Bulls leading by 4. Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Such a good facilitator. Ball has nice touch on that pass.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. LeVert goes against Ball. And the shot's good. LeVert's got 8 points.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
White looking it over. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. And so it's Josh Giddey making highlights for the Bulls. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the floor for the Hawks. Clint Capella out there with George Niang. Then it's Karis LeVert, and it's Terrence Mann, and it's Bufkin in at the 1 spot. And it's Jones with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. Now here's Giddey. Outside, Williams. 4 on the clock. That one falls. Nice feed that time from Giddey. Giddey's got his 3rd assist of the night. And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He is not messing around. Calling them into the huddle. And a new group getting ready for Chicago. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for DeSumo. And it's Ball in for Jones. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. First and foremost, he wants to see more points in the break. He asked his team, where's the urgency? We know what we can do in transition. Now let's go out and do it. We'll see if they can pick up the tempo, guys.
And Allie, thanks. And so here is Chicago after the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. And it's Giddey missing. Hawks trail by 7. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Rizachet. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Your good mechanics and a high release. Rizachet's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Now here's White. 3-pointer, Buzelis nails it from 3. Buzelis has gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And it's even more satisfying when you answer with a 3, and it looks like they're putting the game out of reach.
Here's Young. Buzelis grabs the board. Chicago leading by 7. Pass to Giddey. Inside. Here's Vucevic. The shot off that time. Good D by Kangwoo. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Lonzo Ball.
Like a lot of smaller guys, there's a real ferocity to Trae Young's game. He's willing to scrap to get what he wants.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he does get the second one. And that trims the lead to 6.
And trying to cut into this deficit, tough to leave any points on the table.
Pass to Vucevic. Knocked loose. Young with it. Guarded now by Ball. Young against Ball. Fearless from Young inside.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Outside Giddey. Here's Vucevic. Pass to Buzelis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's White. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. And the Bulls lead by 6.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
There's Young with the three, and it's in. What a beautiful shot. Brings it within 3.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
Now here's Vucevic. Can't hit from in close. Huge moment here.
Have to stay calm in these situations.
Here's Young. And it's good. Oh, what a sensational bucket. That brings it within 1. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. Team foul.
23 seconds left in the final quarter, and he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
A chance to tie it up here.
And you also have to wonder if they'll try for a 3, but they'll probably try for a 2, but if something opens up outside, I doubt that they will hesitate to take it.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's the foul.
Second personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
At the line for Chicago, Josh Giddey.
Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Making no mistakes and putting some extra nails in the coffin right here. That'll pretty much do it.
Okongwu inside, working on Vucevic. He connects!
Nice pass by Shai. You can already see he has a high basketball IQ.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
First free throw is good, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Josh Giddey.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. Johnson for 3. The shot no good. So a close game sees Chicago taking this one. This one was in the balance.
Might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
So here's Miami's starting group. Adebayo is out there with Wiggins. Then it's Tyler Hero. Then there's Alec Burks. And it's Ware in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Hero kicks to Ware. Wiggins outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Outside Holiday. Brown feeling it out a bit. Sweet move. And it's good on the way in.
Few better athletes in the league than Jaylen Brown, and he stays in attack mode.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Adebayo with the ball. Back to Hero. There's the three. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Well, the catch and shoot is where Tyler Hero excels.
Holiday, a screen on Wiggins. There's Brown with the three. Miami grabs the miss. You know, Brent, when you wonder why GMs take a risk on project big men, Bam Adebayo is an example of why they do just that.
Yeah, Kevin, it's not always about the project working out. It's about teams that have a plan for the project, and certainly Miami was able to do that. You have to credit Bam. He put the work in. The guy has been solid. He's an all-star. He's continuing to improve, and he gives you everything on both ends of the floor every night.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Miami with the ball after Jaylen Brown's miss. Free throw line jump shot, and that's good for two. Hero's got 5.
And the defense knows that Hero can get that jumper working from just about anywhere.
Pass to Tatum. Fires the three. And another miss by Boston. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Adebayo. Can't hit from in close.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Brown the pass to White. Tatum with the screen on Wiggins. White wide open. He fires. It's good from long range. And it's a tie ball game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams will make substitutions. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. And here is Robinson. Now here's Adebayo. Count it, good.
Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Cornette passes to Brown. A shake. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Boston shooting their first free throws of this one.
And a season ago at the charity stripe, this is a group that shot an impressive 81%.
Boston making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Love. Anderson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Mitchell. And stolen by Horford. Here's Pritchard. And that one, good.
Love the selflessness. Tatum willing to give it up whenever he sees an open teammate.
12 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Hero. Outside, Robinson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Robinson. 3.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Miami ahead. They lead by 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Well, let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
On the court for the Heat, we've got Hero. Anderson is out there with Robinson. And it's Highsmith in at the power forward. And here's Tatum for three. And he's good on the three ball. Tatum's got 6.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Here's Pritchard. Outside Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
This is why Tatum is a volume three-point shooter, because he knows how accurate he can be.
Outside Hero. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, Brent, since entering the NBA, Tyler Hero has been a constant scoring threat.
Yeah, Kevin, the scoring for Tyler Hero is always going to be there. He is a bucket, but the defensive improvement and really just the physicality that he needs to play with. Those are areas that Tyler can shore up a little bit to make sure he's on the floor for some of the biggest moments of a season.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Porzingis comes in for Al Horford. And it's Drew Holiday in for Torrey Craig. And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Hero from long range. Rebounded by Tatum. Boston's gotten it going from downtown in the second quarter. They're 3 of 3 on three-pointers. And Holiday kicks to Tatum. To the paint. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Tatum. Porzingis has got the lead up to 3 now for the Celtics. Miami's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Burks the pass to Hero. Shoots it. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Hero's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And Hero getting to the spots where he can be very effective. That swagger he plays with is infectious.
Pass to Pritchard. No good from outside. He'd have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Brent, if the super team era is indeed coming to a close, the Miami Heat were one of the most successful examples.
Yeah, Kevin, you're obviously referring to the Heatles with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I think there are some fans out there that go back to when it was that they had that press conference and were throwing up 6, 7, 8. And so 2 titles, yes, of course, amazing. Chances to win championships, amazing. Could there have been more? Possibly.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Wiggins comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's in there.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Hero. And there's another one for the Heat. This tug-of-war game continues.
And, guys, that's lucky number 7 already in this game.
Outside, White. Holiday, a screen on Burks. Rebound by the Heat.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Ware. By Porzingis. Ware dishes to Burks. And a miss there on the triple. Boston trailing. Porzingis kicks to Holiday. A nice shot by Brown. 8 points for Jaylen Brown.
Oh, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Celtics lead by 1. And now thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 down low. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, well, like a lockdown corner in football, teams just try to keep the ball away from Jrue Holiday. He says, I feel like they're not afraid of me, but like, okay, get him off the ball. To me, that's respect. I don't need other people telling me how good I am. You can see it by their actions. Kevin?
So true. He can be intimidating, David, and we thank you for that report. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 1 on the basket from Wiggins. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Timeout. And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Adebayo passes to Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And the Heat, another 3.
That's a go-to shot for Tyler Hero, so confident in his ability to connect from deep.
Now White. Outside Tatum. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Here's Adebayo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He goes on Jason Tatum.
And the power of Adebayo. Get off me.
The Heat shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Pritchard, he's checked in for White. And Miami also making a switch. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Andrew Wiggins. Boston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Brown outside. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. Hero passes to Burks. Crafty move. Holiday with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take it down.
Brown, good.
And guys, really no surprise to see Brown flourishing on offense. He is just fearless on that end.
In the corner, it's Robinson. Burks for 3. And again, it's the Heat missing. Boston leading by 3. Tatum finds Brown. Here's Pritchard, takes the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
There is no coach that does not ask his point guard to distribute the ball. Holiday did just that with that dime.
Burks against Holiday. Ware. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Back to Tatum. A 3-pointer, no good. The Heat trail by 3. Robinson passes to Burks. Ware kicks to Hero. Here's Ware. Pass to Robinson. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. There's Hero with the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
3-second difference between shot clock and game time. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
How
about Tatum there, using his muscle, easily absorbing the contact and still able to knock down the shot.
Mitchell with it. Down low. Adebayo down low. No good. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Heat, they've got Kyle Anderson. Robinson is out there with Tyler Hero. And it's Larson in at the shooting guard position. And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Outside Hero. And the Heat, another three.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Seems to be taking it on his shoulders aggressively to shrink this lead. They really needed those points.
Pass to Pritchard. There's the three. Hits the three-point bomb. Pritchard's got the lead back up to 6 now for the Celtics.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
Shots good by Hero. Hero's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin, able to listen in on what Joe Mazzulla was going over with his team. Now, he reminded his team, keep looking for the deep ball. If the three is there, take it. You've done a good job getting those looks, so keep taking them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
Well, he's got to score around the basket. That's where Bam Adebayo does most of his damage, in traffic.
Holiday dishes to Brown. Outside Tatum. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 6 assists here tonight.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Hero.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
And Holiday kicks to White. Holiday, a screen on Burks. Out to Holiday. It's hauled in by Hero. Hero's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Adebayo with a screen for Burks. Right at the free throw line. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And so Brown will bring it up for Boston. 3-point lead. And here's Tatum for 3. And Ware pulls it down. Ware's got his 4th rebound in this one. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Over Holiday. Hero no good. Boston leading by 3. Ripped away. Tatum against Wiggins. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game? You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Brown with the bounce back. Here's Tatum. Money!
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Hero. Pass to Adebayo. Money!
And this is a huge step showing trust in Bam's play in the biggest moments.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Here's Tatum. Porzingis trying to get free. Good!
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Hero against Holiday. Hero passes to Burks. To take the lead. Buries the triple.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
Here's Tatum. From outside the arc. Oh, they shot at a chance, but no good. Thank you, David. And that'll do it, folks.
This is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
Now let's take a look at the Bucks opening lineup. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward. Now here's Wagner. Picked it. Here's the break. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Grant, Kyle Kuzma is an instinctual scorer who gets it done in a variety of ways.
He's especially skilled inside the painted area, but he's a capable shooter from mid-range and beyond the arc. Plus, he's someone you can rely on in the clutch.
Here's Prince. Hits a three-pointer.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Banchero outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
To the paint. Here's Lopez. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. That shot off.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Banchero. Antetokounmpo can't connect. The Magic have gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Suggs.
Finally, a make for this team. Hopefully it gives them a little confidence.
Yeah, you know, sometimes all it takes is that first bucket to get a team into a groove.
That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
In transition, Banchero already knows to turn on the Jets. I mean, he doesn't allow the defense to catch up on him at all.
Well, Grant, from roster to coaching changes, the Bucks have been trying to become an even more elite team.
Yeah, teams are always tinkering now these days, B.A. The Bucks know they are a high-level team. They want to dominate the competition on another level.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We discussed the elephant in the room, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Coach said we'll look to build the wall as best we can, but Giannis gets better at beating it every year. All I'm really asking from my guys is their best effort against him. These are reasonable expectations from a coach for his squad.
Thanks for that, Allie.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Releases. And there are the Magic with another bucket.
Yeah, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Banchero outside. Back to Suggs. Wagner on the wing. Over Kuzma. Here's Carter. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Banked it in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 6 points.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
From deep three-point land. And that's not going to go. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top, up by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Milwaukee?
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And not only that, you like how they're turning defense into offense, forcing turnovers and capitalizing.
On the floor for Milwaukee, Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter, and it's Green in at the small forward position. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Anthony. There's the 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
Yeah, the mid-range is not a go-to for Giannis, but he's always looking to expand his game.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
That's true, B.A. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But, man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
And Milwaukee has possession, following the bucket by the Magic. Portis down low, working on Batase. Count that bucket. Portis has got his first bucket in this one.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Orlando making some changes. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase, and Suggs is subbed in for Isaac. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Green. Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. The 3 from Banchero. From distance, Paolo.
His ability to shoot off the catch is a big plus. Banchero has quick reactions, a really versatile scorer.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Oh, and the jam by Giannis.
Beyond belief. I mean, such a creative talent. And I'm not surprised to see Giannis get flashy on the finish.
Now here's Suggs. No points so far.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Giannis driving inside. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 4 rebounds now. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Franz Wagner checked in for Orlando. Caldwell Pope comes in for Anthony. Kuzma's checked in for Milwaukee. Damian Lillard comes in for Porter Jr. Prince with the bucket.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Orlando Magic, trailing by 5. Wagner outside. Carter, a screen on Kuzma. Wagner for 3. Sinks it from distance. Wagner's got 7 points.
Well, when you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
Lopez, the screen on Suggs. Now here's Lillard. Here's Kuzma, and it's Kuzma finishing it off.
You know, I think Kuzma has underrated quickness. It's part of what helps him finish at the rim so well.
Antetokounmpo against Banchero. Wagner and Orlando again with the bucket.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Pass to Prince. Now Antetokounmpo. 10 points for him. For 3, here's Lillard. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
Lillard gets so much lift on his three-pointers. It's almost effortless how he shoots.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Suggs surveys the D. Banchero right side. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And the Bucks making a change here. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. One second left. Not going to go that time. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Bucks ahead. They're up by. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, but his blocks tell only part of the story. His presence alone is making an impact on defense.
Yeah, now that he's established that defensive presence, guys think twice before challenging him.
Banchero and Carter Jr. make up the front court. On the wings, it's Caldwell Pope and Wagner, and it's Suggs in at the point guard position. So that's who Jamal Mosley starts the second half with. Milwaukee in the lead. Here's Prince. 5 points in the game. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Orlando with the rebound. Carter's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Wagner. The shot is good, and this game is back to even. Wagner's got 11 points.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Kyle Kuzma the last few seasons has been pushing his scoring over 20 points per game. He said, "I'm showing the league that I'm not just a role player. Having a leadership position and getting better every single game, that's what I care about. I want to keep elevating." Brian, high hopes.
Just the 27th pick back in 2017. He's having a dynamite career. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Banchero passes to Suggs. Carter against Lopez. Suggs outside. Clock at 6. Shot from the wing. Giannis with the rebound. Antetokounmpo has got 4 rebounds in the game. Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside.
And this is exactly why you got to be up on Lillard, or he'll burn you off the catch.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Suggs with the bucket.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Milwaukee leading by 3. And here's Lillard. 6 points for him. Kuzma outside. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. 7 points in the game.
Good fundamental basketball from Kuz there. He works hard to find those shots and support his team.
Carter finds Suggs. For three, Caldwell Pope. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Black's checked in for Orlando. Gary Trent Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. Screen by Antetokounmpo. For three, here's Lillard. Drops in the three. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Suggs, the pass to Ben Carroll. Pass to Black. Here's Carter. And he drops it in from the low post. Carter's got his first basket.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Antetokounmpo outside. Third quarter action. Just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Ben Carroll.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
Orlando making some changes. Batase's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Ben Carroll. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Portis, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Porter Jr. comes in for Prince. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Antetokounmpo with the block. Pass to Trent. Now here's Antetokounmpo. We've got 13 seconds left in the third. Portis with a screen on Isaac. Portis with it. Fires the three. Doesn't go for him. And we've watched three so far in this one. Milwaukee out in front, up by 5. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's... Oh, he packs it down!
That is incredible.
I mean, you talk about it factor, Ben Carroll's got it, man. What a move.
Antetokounmpo outside. Over Isaac. Bully ball in the paint from Giannis.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Yeah, he's leaving no doubt in this one. Doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Back to Anthony. From 12 feet. Ooh, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And a new group getting ready for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Franz Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope's checked in for Anthony. And it's Jalen Suggs in for Black. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. He kept it real with his team, telling them, I know you feel good about this lead, but let's not get lazy. Let's not act like this is a sure thing all of a sudden. Looking to keep their focus on the task at hand. Brian?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Down low. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Impressive how in sync Giannis is with his squad, enabling them to set up a flashy alley-oop.
Pass to Carter. And they pick up 2. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. And so it's Antetokounmpo with it. He brings it up for Milwaukee. Lopez, the screen on Banchero. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
And you could see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
The kick out to Banchero. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Takes a step back. 13 feet out. Another one falls for Milwaukee.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And Caro no good. Milwaukee leading by 10. Pass to Lillard. Lillard on the drive. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Bucks.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And you have to love how he controlled the key, piling up blocks and putting fear into opposing shooters.
Pass to Prince. Kuzma outside. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
This is what winning is all about. Playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Carter, a screen on Kuzma. Wagner finds Carter. And again, unable to change momentum here. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Lopez, the screen on Banchero. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
First team foul. At the line for the Bucks.
And he can't get the first one.
2 shots.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall. So this one belongs to the Bucks. Except, all right, Allie, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
more of a methodical pace, Brent, I think, in this one. What do you think?
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. Both of these teams love to run their offense in the half court. They'll slow things down. They'll love the setups. They'll try to manipulate a couple of the plays to get matchups they want. Neither side afraid to take it under 5 seconds on a shot clock, and that patience may pay off.
So here's Miami's starting group. Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then it's Wiggins. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. Now here's Johnson. Pass to Young. Launches a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, Trae Young's dangerous because he's got that confidence and he's ready to shoot anytime he gets it.
Here's Ware. And here's Wiggins. They set the screen. And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Now, here's Burks. He's covered by Daniels. Burks can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Pass to Okongwu. Inside. And Young with the basket on the assist by Okongwu. Young's got 5 now.
Great job by Young there, not settling for a jumper and getting that ball close in.
And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And Hero with the heroic slam.
Young outside. Pass to Rizichet. Misses the 3. The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Ware. Burks finds Adebayo. Shoots over Rizichet. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Adebayo on the inside knows he has to go up hard. He's going to get hit. And he forces the D to do it that time.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
LeVert's checked in for Rizichet.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now, here's Burks. Ware passes to Hero. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Fighting the inside defender, Hero really works to get to the bucket.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to talk to his guys. One thing you can pretty much count on with the Heat, Brent Barry, they're going to grind it out.
Yeah, this team has always been built around tenacity and toughness. Even with the big 3, with LeBron, D-Wade, and Bosh, there was a bit of a metamorphosis with the way LeBron approached games. Kind of being hated on was something they embraced, and that culture demands that hustle, accountability, and will consistently be about their culture.
And here's Burks, following the 3-pointer by Trae Young. Wiggins outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets the 3 fly. Buries the long-range jumper.
What a response here from Wiggins, marching right back and answering with a triple.
Young pass to LeVert. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wiggins outside, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Okongwu. George Niang comes in for Dyson Daniels. Mann subbed in for Trae Young.
Clearly a foul.
Atlanta shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one. And the Hawks making a change here. Rizichet checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Nikola Jovic is checked in for Love. Kyle Anderson comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Tyler Hero in for Davion Mitchell. Outside, Hero. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Heat leading by just one. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
On the floor for Miami, they've got Robinson. Kyle Anderson is out there with Hero. And it's Larson in at the two-guard. Up top, Hero. Capella covering. Hero passes to Robinson. And there's another one for the Heat.
Well, Duncan not forcing any action, which means he doesn't have to rush the shot.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also, the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
David, that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Atlanta making a switch here. Buffkin's checked in. The Heat making a switch here. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
Anderson outside. Robinson for three. Rebounded by Capella. Atlanta's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Screen by Capella. Here's Buffkin. Capella kicks to Niang. Pass to Mann. LeVert with it. Here's Mann. No scoring in this one. Here's Capella. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
And look at Capella getting aggressive inside, shooting past the coverage like it's not even there.
And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 conference finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds. They have not overcome that.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Atlanta.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
On its way from Burks for 2. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. To the inside. And there's Okongwu. That's good on the assist by Daniels. Okongwu's now got the lead up to 7 now for the Hawks. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, here's Adebayo. And he lays it straight in. Adebayo's got 5.
Adebayo not allowing the defense to slow him down.
Now, here is Young. He's got 8. Okongwu with the screen for Young. Drills it from outside. 11 points in the game.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Young for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Young knows his range to answer his opponent.
And really the smart thing would be to hold for the last shot.
Every second right now is valuable to you. That should be their strategy.
Pass to Adebayo. Shoots over Niang. It will go down, and the Hawks' lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Adebayo. The shot, no good. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Yeah, just not. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from Trae Young.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
The front court is Rizichet and Johnson. Trae Young is out there with Daniels. And it's Okongwu in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. Daniels, no good. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. 6-point game. Higgins outside. Takes a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
Well, right now, helping the offense out by creating space. Andrew Wiggins, deadly enough from that spot.
The 3. Young's shot is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Adebayo, and he drops it in from the low post. Adebayo's got 9.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
At least in the second half they have been. The first half wasn't played anywhere near this intense.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Pass to Johnson. Latrey. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Daniels has got 3 assists now in this one. The Heat trail by 4. Higgins outside. Back to Hero. Here's Adebayo. Wiggins left side. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 8.
Wiggins getting the space and then does not hesitate before firing that one.
Pass to Rizichet. Back to Young. Launches it. Kept alive on the wing, Daniels. Young outside. Good on the 3-point shot. And the Hawks lead by 5.
Man, we see this from Trae often, his ability to take over games with his scoring.
Hero kicks to Adebayo. Hero with it. Good ball movement here by Miami. And that one's good. Wiggins.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the 3-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Daniels passes to Young. In Atlanta again with the bucket.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
We're talking about Trae Young here, GA. What stands out most about him to you?
Well, Kevin, I'd say just how confident he is, right? He plays with that unique energy and swagger. You love him if he's on your team and can't stand him if he's playing against you.
That's tipped.
And watch how Hero uses a burst of speed to get ahead of the shot, managing to swat that one away.
Wiggins, right side. Burks on the wing. He's covered by Daniels. Burks can't get it to go.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Daniels, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Over in the corner, Hero. Back to Adebayo. Over Daniels. Count it, and the Atlanta lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Adebayo.
Just a lot of force coming from Bam. That time he takes the hit and is still focused enough to score.
Young for 3. Good on the triple. Young's got a pair of threes now here in the third for Atlanta. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Miami starting the fourth. They've got Kyle Anderson. Duncan Robinson out there with Hero. And it's Highsmith in a power forward position.
And got to push LeVert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
To the paint. Reggie with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Down he goes. Nice one there from Niang.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Anderson passes to Larson, and he slams it one-handed.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
Thank you, David.
He's got a nose for the bucket. Ricochet ready to go once he got it.
Hero against Young. And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young looking around. Drives to the hoop. Lays it up and banks it in. Young's got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks.
How about Trae Young? Even when he's bodied up there, finds a way to collect more points.
Hero against Young from 11 feet away. Hero no good. The Hawks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. From 11 feet away. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 26 points for Trae Young. Hero against Young, and looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
To the middle. And Okongwu slams it in.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hawks.
And it may be a comfortable win for them, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Trae Young.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Pass to Shea from past the arc, buries it from three-point range. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
There's Hero with the three. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game. And the Hawks with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. Here's Daniels. Can't get it to fall. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Adebayo finds Hero. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And how about the moxie of this kid? Hero has flair to his game. He's fun to watch. And I tell you, he wouldn't be any fun to play against.
And so LeVert will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. 17 points was their biggest margin. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin, even early on. And thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up for Brett.
guards that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Prince is out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Kuzma in at the 3. Milwaukee shooting their first foul shot of the game.
When he's healthy, Brook Lopez is someone you have to game plan for. This is a huge presence on the floor who uses his length, his size to great advantage.
Now here's Brown. Outside Tatum from the arc. Rebounded by Kuzma. And so it's Kuzma who brings up the ball for the Bucks. It's a 3-point game. Doris, it seems like every year Tatum's name is right atop the MVP ballot.
To me, Brian, it speaks not only to his talent, but also his consistency and the work ethic. The game is important to him. He's versatile. He's clutch. He's everything you want in a star player. Yeah, Jaylen Brown working in that mid-range area. This guy knows it's got to be a part of your game.
Lopez, the screen on Holiday. Now here's Lillard. Kuzma outside. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up.
His offense really opens up when Kyle Kuzma is making that 3-point shot.
Tatum passes to White. Now Brown. Rebounded by Kuzma. The Bucks have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Lillard deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. 16 feet out. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
I love the Jason Tatum not settling for a jumper. He goes to the rim with authority.
Kuzma outside. Antetokounmpo outside. Off the mark there with a 3. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. White with a screen on Lillard. Here's Tatum. And finished by Tatum. Wow!
I tell you, this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Giannis Antetokounmpo wants to take on the tough assignments defensively. He said, quote, "I believe I'm one of the best two-way players to ever play this game, and I want to have that challenge, knowing that you gave everything to the game and you gave everything to stop the other team's best player."
He certainly wants to dominate in every way, Allie. Thank you. And the basket is good.
Come on, man. Did you see? I mean, just using his strong frame to absorb the contact and still able to finish. Wow.
Now here's Tatum. Porzingis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. And Boston with some changes. Horford, he's checked in for Porzingis. Hauser comes in for White, and Pritchard is subbed in for Holiday. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Kuzma, and it's Porter Jr. in for Prince.
And if you're guarding Dame in the pick and roll, you need to stop the ball. Lillard can just eat you alive.
On the wing, Tatum. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Brown. Drew on the 14-footer.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Lillard outside. Lets the 3 fly. Drains the triple. Lillard's got 7 points.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. Bucks ahead, up by 2. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in this second quarter. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Well, a big differentiator was their ability to generate offense by pounding the glass.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
They've got Peyton Pritchard, Torrey Craig out there with Al Horford. Then there's Jason Tatum, and it's Hauser in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Connects from downtown. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No made baskets yet, and that one drops.
Sees his man, has the angle on the interior, and drops a dime right there.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Hauser, that's good. Well, Grant, you played on some very tight-knit teams. Talk to us about chemistry.
Well, B.A., you know, in some sports, chemistry is not a big issue. But in basketball, it is huge. You have to trust and believe in your teammates, and it has to be a unit, not 5 separate individuals.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Kristaps Porzingis comes in for Horford, and Drew Holiday is subbed in for Craig. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Green. Porter looks it over. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Back to Antetokounmpo. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Tatum.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Celtics?
Man, I'll say this. I mean, the mid-range jumper has been a huge weapon for them offensively. Just tremendous so far.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Lopez, the screen on Tatum. Oh, the strength of Giannis.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Doris, even as he gets up there in age, Drew Holiday is still an elite defender.
Brian, it's really remarkable how valuable a piece he is. They call him the Swiss Army knife because he is one of those rare individuals that can guard all 5 positions. He understands schemes. He's willing to mix things up. Drew Holiday is elite, period.
Some changes for Boston. Horford, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown comes in for Hauser. And it's White in for Pritchard. Now here's Holiday. Yet to see a basket. Brown finds White. Good. And Brown gets the assist.
You have to have a quick release in the catch-and-shoot game. Otherwise, you allow the defender to catch up. Derek White's like, no, sir, I'm putting this one home.
Kuzma, the pass to Prince. Lillard with the ball. Fires the 3. Ooh, Lillard doing damage outside. It's been neck and neck this entire first half.
Yeah, 8 lead changes so far. These clubs are looking evenly matched.
Horford, a screen on Kuzma. And here's Brown for 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Jaylen Brown with the immediate answer from three-point territory. Yes, sir.
Portis with a screen on Holiday. For 3, here's Lillard. Porzingis grabs the board. And Porzingis has got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Right side, Holiday. Horford outside. Here's Brown. Man, Brown just showing his toughness inside.
Well, this is where the powerful frame and explosive athleticism of Jaylen Brown becomes a problem for the opponent. Nicely done.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Kuzma for three. Boston pulls it in. Outside Porzingis. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. Boston shooting their second and third shots at the line here. That one's off. And the Celtics making a change here. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
Here's Prince. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Jason Tatum making highlights for Boston. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
On the floor for Milwaukee. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Kuzma. Lillard outside. Tatum pulls it in.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
A chance here to catch up with Ali from the sideline.
Well, the Bucks creating an elite tandem last season, pairing Giannis with Damian Lillard, who said people wanted to just click right away, but when you put two guys together who have always had the ball in their hands, it's going to take time to learn how to play off of one another. It's about making sure we continue to grow. BA?
That's a good perspective, Ali. Thanks. Buries it from three. Kuzma's got 6 points.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Doris, we know how big fashion is in today's NBA. Perhaps no one showcases this more than Kyle Kuzma.
And you can tell, BA, Kuz definitely has some fun with some of the outfit choices. He does not mind causing a stir on social media, and he does not mind pushing boundaries.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Lillard against White. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Lillard got a good look. A good-looking shot from the wing. He's got 12.
Yeah, Lillard is relentless on offense tonight, getting bucket after bucket for his team.
Outside, Brown. The three. Milwaukee with the rebound. Here's Kuzma. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Tatum. 1:49 left in the third. Over Antetokounmpo. And it's Tatum missing.
Boy, what a job defensively. You couldn't play that any better.
Porzingis against Kuzma. Lillard outside. Let's go with a 3. Sinks it from distance. Now just a 3-point Celtic lead.
A genuine sniper from downtown. Lillard's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
Outside Tatum. 1:07 left in the third quarter here. Again, the miss by Boston. Bucks trail by 3. Kuzma, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Holiday. Here's Lillard. Tatum pulls it in. Celtics lead by 3. Launches it from deep. Tatum with another miss. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Holiday. That ties the game. Kuzma's got 9.
All Kuzma needed was the basketball. His feet were planted. He was ready on the catch.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Outside Tatum. To win the drought. Tatum with another miss. Tie game in Boston. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. They've got Torrey Craig, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Al Horford, and it's Hauser in at small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Horford finds Craig. Here's Tatum, guarded by Trent. Pass to Pritchard. Here's the 3. Sure, from 3-point range. Pritchard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside Porter. Trent outside. From deep 3-point range. An absolute bomb from 3-point range. And the Bucks lead by 2.
There are only a handful of players who from that range will pull the trigger. Mr. Gary Trent Jr. says, I'm one of those guys.
Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Horford. Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Craig. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. And the Bucks will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. And the Bucks with the possession here. The Celtics making their last shot. Here's Lillard. Oh, Lillard shrugs off the contact.
Inside, Lillard can deliver. He's a skilled finisher.
Tatum against Antetokounmpo. Shakes him. And it falls all over the rim and in. Tatum's got 4 points now in the quarter.
The very definition of their go-to player. Mr. Tatum, ball in your hands, yes, sir.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jason Tatum with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. And here's Brown for 3. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Porzingis grabs the board.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Tatum. Ooh, rugged finish from Tatum.
Well, off the dribble, Jason Tatum continues to perfect multiple options in his arsenal.
Antetokounmpo inside. Tatum's there. Antetokounmpo, that's good.
We've seen a lot of points tonight, but we've also seen a lot of poor defense as well.
That's unacceptable. The hustle and focus on that end is not there for either side.
Giannis puts his touch on every aspect of the game. Big reach on display that time.
Here's Kuzma. Pass to Lillard. Lopez, the screen. Money from deep.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Brown looking around. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
You expect he's going to find a way to pull through in the clutch.
Antetokounmpo against Tatum. Count it!
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. 29 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Tatum. Oh, he nails it!
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
And the timeout called here by Doc Rivers. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. What's the best strategy for him?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw.
If there were ever a play to change the momentum, that might have been it. The bucket, the body, and now the lead.
Now Tatum. Missed it!
Tremendous effort. Defends the shot and gets in perfect position for the rebound. Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of two is good, and that'll put him up 2. And so it's Milwaukee who scraped by with the win. With the late victory, Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
Are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical
and highly intensified.
So the opening lineup for the Heat, Alec Burks is out there with Tyler Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Wiggins, and it's Ware in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Jacks up a 3. And there's Buzelis on the assist from Giddey.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Shoots over ball. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
And there's no hesitation from Hero. When the shot's there for him, he is looking to let it fly.
Outside, White. Vucevic a screen on Burks. 6 on the shot clock. And White kicks to Vucevic. Ball from long range. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, Ball knows his team relies on him to get his own shots too. So he works to find his looks.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Lets it go from deep. Ball with the rebound.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Pass to Giddey. Vucevic a screen on Wiggins. Giddey the pass to Vucevic. It's good.
Hard to deny Vuce inside when he can play over or through you.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
2 minutes.
Burks kicks to Hero. 1:53 left to play in the first. Adebayo. Vucevic with the rebound. Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Low block shot. That's a miss. He's made 1 and missed 1. Miami's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Pass to Burks. Down low. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And there's that vertical of Hero. Gets off the floor with ease and just hammers that one down.
And when you think about Andrew Wiggins, championship-level defender for sure.
He can get in a guy's shirt without fouling him. He has the lateral movement to keep ball handlers in front of him. Really tough to do, especially in isolation.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we all know about what Heat culture means. Bam Adebayo says we share the ball, play together, and we know where the shots are going to come from. We're just blessed to have a team like this. Everybody buys in, everybody competes, and everybody wants to get the job done. Kevin, back to you.
They've got great chemistry. Thanks, David. Vucevic with the bucket.
Not stopping Vucevic that time, powering through the defenders.
Hero passes to Burks. Back to Hero. Over ball. Shots good by Hero. 6 points for Tyler Hero.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Now, here's Ball. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Ball. Vucevic has got 6 points.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
There's Hero with the beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
Talk about being poised under pressure. Big time shot from him there.
A good close contest so far as we and some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
The Bulls leading. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. Patrick Williams is out there with Smith. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Robinson kicks to Hero. And here's Love for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
And here is Giddey. Scoreless thus far. Smith, and it's Smith finishing it off.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Love. Here's Larson. Defended by Dosunmu. Hero passes to Love. Chicago grabs the miss.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
On the basket by Jones.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
Now here's Love. And the rejection by Smith. On the wing, Jones. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Giddey's got his 4th assist in this one. Hero passes to Larson to the wing on the left. Good ball movement here by Miami. Hero, no good. Chicago leading by 4. Williams dishes to Jones. There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Pass to Giddey. Shoots the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Richard, we know how hard the game is to play, but I think we also know how hard the game is to officiate.
I agree, Kevin. I think the one thing about basketball is that it's constant movement. There are plays happening all around the referees. It's not like football where every 45 seconds you run another play. In 45 seconds, you could have had a different 5 or 6 possessions. That puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the referees.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Lonzo Ball is checked in for Josh Giddey. And it's Kobe White in for Dosunmu. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. 4-point game. Here's Burks. And there it is for him. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Jones looking for an opening. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo finds Burks. Now Wiggins. Here's Adebayo. No good. That would have tied it.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. That'll put Buzelis at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Mitchell, he's checked in for Robinson.
Whether he's off ball or on it, you just love what Buzelis brings to the floor.
Mitchell passes to Ware. So here's Burks. Mitchell outside. Back to Burks. Pocket 6. Wiggins from outside. Buzelis grabs the board. Pass to Jones. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. We're going to bring out the monitor and see if we got that shot off in time.
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And really...
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what Tyler Hero has done in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Andrew Wiggins. Alec Burks is out there with Hero. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Ware in at the 5. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude.
Working his way inside, Vooch ready to battle for it.
The Bulls had gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Puts it up for Adebayo. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Wiggins.
Just a tenacious play. Wiggins staying with his selection and beating the coverage.
Wiggins against Giddey. Count that one. Giddey's got 5.
And that's exactly what you want to start the second half. Smart play call.
I agree with this. Try to jump on him, dictate the tempo, and seize the moment.
Here's Adebayo. Vucevic with the rebound. The Bulls leading by 7. Here's White. It's good. The assist that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists in the game. Hero with it. 14 points for him. Burks for 3. Sinks the triple. 5 points in the game.
D was too focused on Wiggins scoring. Easy give to his teammate.
Outside, Ball. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Right a screen. Brucelis, no one around him. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Adebayo kicks to Hero. Back to Adebayo. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And attitude plays such a big role in Adebayo's game. This guy is a worker. He doesn't mind getting his hands dirty if it means getting his team ahead.
First one falls for him. Chicago making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Miami. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Chicago. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Outside, Ball. Pass to Vucevic. Over Adebayo. And Vucevic with the basket on the assist from Giddey. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. Adebayo with a screen for Hero. Now here is Robinson. Inside. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Burks.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
White finds Giddey. Vucevic with it. There's 47 seconds left in the third. It's Chicago with another bucket.
And Vooch is an effective shooter, especially from that mid-range area.
Outside, Robinson. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
So for the Bulls, Smith checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for Ball. And Trey Jones subbed in for Josh Giddey. It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. On the basket by Jones.
Yeah, he was able to sneak it to the rim. Had enough room to get just like an easy layup.
The Heat trail by 6. Mitchell outside. Down low, here's Adebayo. An easy 2 points on the layup. Adebayo's got 5.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And we've reached the end of the third. Bulls lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from United Center. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Vucevic on the bench, here's the group that Billy Donovan has on the floor. They've got Smith, Trey Jones out there with Dosunmu. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Williams at the 4. And the basket by Jones.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short looks with the game right now in the balance.
Anderson, a screen on Jones. Hero from long range. And again, Miami with the triple.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate. And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
It's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late, and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Kobe White, he's checked in for Dosunmu. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Trey Jones.
And he just battles hard in the post. Bam doesn't need a clean look to convert from that range.
Ball dishes to Vucevic. To the inside. Here's Buzelis. And nothing is falling for him right now. Miami leading by 4. Wiggins with the bounce pass. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here they go. And Ball slams it in.
There is no doubt that Ball brings his flight gear to the arena. The man has a little bit of bounce on him.
Hero passes to Wiggins. Screen by Wiggins. Pass to Ware. Now here's Wiggins. Giddey defending. Here's the lob to the hoop. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's White. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. And the Bulls lead by 1. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
Good work there as it goes.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
Hero, no good.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
To the left wing. Here's Vucevic. Good.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. Now, Coach told his guys, it's not over until it's over. He asked them to stay sharp out there and to keep fighting. If we lose this, it's on us, he said. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Hero from long range. Miami no good on that time either.
They came close there to tying it up.
You love the intensity out there right now. Close game. Both teams leaving it all out there.
It's deflected.
can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Into the lane, the layup off target. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
"12 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Hero against Ball. Hero kicks to Burks. His three-pointers off the mark. And so it's Chicago winning this one. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but
Seen strong play at the center position these last few years, and we've got two bigs who can each take over a game, so I think it's going to be a lot of fun watching them square off.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Taurean Prince is out there with Damian Lillard, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Lillard. Shoots over Young, and it's good. Off the back rim and in.
Talk about a guy who can beat you consistently from all three levels. That's Damian Lillard.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Rizashea. The three. Giannis with the rebound. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Kuzma for three. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. And six man, a common term in basketball, has a unique meaning for the Atlanta Hawks, Grant.
Yeah, it's the name of their fan base. Extremely loyal and passionate, and they've swayed the outcome of games.
Here's Rizashea. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Rizashea's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Prince. Here's Lopez. Jacks up a three. Gets the three to fall.
Part of Brook Lopez's value is his ability to space the floor, especially as a big guy.
Young from long range. Knocks it down from distance.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
And the shot goes in.
Kuzma excellent at using his height and touch to perfection. Very confident player.
Picked up by Okongwu. The three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his three ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the three-point line tonight. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Antetokounmpo. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Well, Clark, we all continue to be amazed by Giannis. What do you like most about his game?
I just think his passion and energy and relentless effort, he gives it to you every time he steps between the line. You get the sense he's not taking any plays off, and he's trying his very best, and that's an endearing quality and something I've really admired about his game throughout his career.
The deep ball from Young. He only needs a little wiggle room to feel comfortable firing away.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Clark, this Bucks roster is loaded with veteran talent, but their window for another run won't last long.
No, those windows don't last forever, especially with so many young teams around the league on the ascent. The Bucks may want to take a page from them and give some of their younger players a chance to grow and contribute.
The Bucks making a switch here. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Portis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Kuzma. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. Now here's LeVert. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Drops in the three.
Guys, that's a cold-blooded answer from deep. LeVert takes smart shots and knows his range.
Lillard passes to Trent. Back to Lillard. There's a screen. Fires for three. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson on the wing. Defended by Lillard. It's LeVert on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. And it's Atlanta scoring again.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Hey, 3 points is better than 2. They've built this lead by 10. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from Atlanta?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
On the court right now for the Bucks. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3. It's LeVert on the wing. Top of the key. And again, it's Atlanta.
Knowing when to inject himself into the offense, LeVert concentrates on taking good shots.
Porter, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Giannis striding in. And the big finish by Giannis.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Here's Rizichet. And the Hawks tack on 2 more.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
And it's Porter with the ball for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. Portis outside. Pass to Trent. Over Rizichet. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good. Trent's got 5 points in the quarter.
Smart pass by Porter, showing the ability to make good decisions with the ball.
And Grant, the combination of Giannis and Lillard, one of the most fearsome pick-and-roll tandems the league has ever seen.
You're spot on, B.A. You surround them with shooting, and you have the makings of an offensive juggernaut.
Now Antetokounmpo. And it's Niang with the rebound. On the wingman, Green covering, and the slam dunk by Capella.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
And here's Portis, still without a bucket. Here's Trent, and the layup is good off the glass.
You know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. Young against Lillard. Fearless Trae Young.
Courageous play by Young. He goes inside and gets past the contact to his shot.
Kuzma outside. The 3 from Prince. Sends it home from 3-point land.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Back to Young. A minute 6 left in the first half. Oh, the bump. No match for Young.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Bucks trail by 4. Kuzma outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Lopez, the screen on Young. Another one falls for Milwaukee. 46 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Lillard against Young. Rejected by Lopez.
Big Brook Lopez gobbling up space and getting the block on that play.
Kuzma, left side. And the foul called on Karis LeVert. That's his first foul of the game.
Team first. Substitution on the court.
And here's Milwaukee now. Trailing by 2. The shot by Lillard, no good. Outside Young. Takes a 3. Oh, the lethal free ball of Young. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Atlanta on top, leading by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
24.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. We're seeing a tremendous game from Trae Young.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
Johnson at the 4 with a Okongwu at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's Ricochet in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And Clark, Giannis is an endearing player in many ways. Which one of his dad jokes is your favorite?
Tell you what, BA, I can't pick out a favorite, but I love the fact that he's got such a great sense of humor and a sense of being comfortable in his own skin. That all comes out when he interacts with the media and fans. He doesn't take himself too seriously, and I think that's why so many people love him.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Oh, look at Giannis power in.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through.
Back to Young. There's the 3. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. The defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now. So far, no go.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Damian Lillard last season becoming the 51st NBA player ever to cross the 20,000-point threshold and the 17th fastest to ever do it. He said it's a great accomplishment and a rare space to be in. I'm like, man, I might be able to get 27 or 28,000 if I could stay healthy. Ryan, I wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, me either. Thanks, Allie. Pass to Lillard. Kuzma outside. And here's Lopez from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. Lopez has got 6 points.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Outside Johnson. Lillard against Young. Here's the teardrop, and he sinks the layup. 18 points for him. And you played for several different coaches with very different philosophies, Grant. Did you have a favorite system?
Well, you know, BA, I did.
The feed! The jam! Giannis!
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Pass to Ricochet. Back to Young. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Lillard. Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Rizachet, defended by Kuzma. Rizachet, no good. Milwaukee has gotten 5 of their 9 attempts from deep to go. Antetokounmpo inside, covered by Johnson. And the basket by Antetokounmpo.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Young looking for an opening. Okongwu a screen on Lillard. There's Young with the 3. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
He is absolutely putting on a scoring clinic, guys. If it wasn't for him, they would not be in this game.
Johnson against Antetokounmpo. Over Johnson. Oh, Giannis working inside.
Man, I like the confidence from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's so good at playing within himself, taking his time, measuring the shot, and then knocking it down.
And that one good. Young's got 23 points.
What a move, showing off the handles there.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the Bucks getting another bucket right there. 3 quarters of play and a close one here. The Bucks on top. They lead by a bucket. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the 4th quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And it's Green in at the 3, the small forward. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Green's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there. Hawks trail by 5. LeVert outside. Pass to Bufkin. Niang a screen. From the top of the key, Giannis with the rebound.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Trent finds Porter. A deep 3. Rebound Atlanta.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Capella screen on Trent. LeVert attacking, and he sinks the 11-footer.
Cutting into this lead. They're well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is alive, given the situation right now. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. And a new group getting ready for the Bucks. Brooke Lopez is checked in for Portis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Green. Prince is checked in for Trent. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Porter Jr. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Coach had a clear message for his team. He said, quote, "Let's finish the job out there. It's ours for the taking if we can just get it done." So it sounds like he's hoping they can close out this game strong, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Kuzma outside. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Lopez passes to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Oh, Lillard with the dunk.
You can see the confidence Lillard has by how cool and calm he is when they need a big bucket.
Young against Lillard. Outside Young. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Kuzma.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. Shot is up. Coy clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Bucks lead by 7.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Young. Oh, Young So tough at his size.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
Lillard outside. The layup off target.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Conley, a screen on Lillard. There's Young with the three. That shot off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Oh, the sweet crossover, too.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Johnson passes to Young with the teardrop, and he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And this is why Young is a go-to guy. He can get it done even under the toughest circumstances.
Atlanta foul. Trey Young, his first, team first.
41 seconds left in the fourth, and it's Lillard with the ball for the Bucks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Team second. At the line for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he ends up missing both free throws. Absolutely no room for error.
Everything has to almost fall perfectly for them to pull this out.
Young inside, defended by Lillard. Yes! What a beautiful shot. Brings them within 3. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
Showing great confidence from the line. That makes this a 2-possession game.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. Turning here to our analyst. What elements become the primary keys at this point?
And no doubt, they've got to get a quick bucket here.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And so they foul intentionally.
At the line for the Bucks. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He hits the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so he drops them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Extending the team's lead. Just solid execution at the line.
Johnson for 3. Oh, nails the triple!
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You gotta play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Johnson for 3, and Atlanta hits again from deep. And Doc Rivers calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
10 seconds. Team is in the penalty. Shooting Milwaukee. Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws good, and it's a 5-point game. And so it's Milwaukee with the W. They played the villain tonight. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up.
And both teams here love to get out and run the floor.
Oh, yeah, this pace is going to be incredible. Our heads will literally be on a swivel tonight, Kevin, and we're going to see a lot of plays in transition and maybe a lot of turnovers as well.
Well, we're buckled in either way. Look at the 76ers starting group. We've got Oubre, also George out there. Embiid is out there with Maxey, and it's Grimes in at the 2. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups, and I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
And here's George for three. And it's White with the rebound.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
And looking at Tatum's game, you know, he really doesn't have a weakness. He can give it to you in a variety of ways.
Embiid inside. He's against Porzingis. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, you want to be aggressive and get the other guys on their heels.
George looking over the floor. Up top, Embiid. Over White. And Boston with the rebound. Brown outside. Over George. Brown, good.
And that's good decision-making by Brown in the pick and roll. He'll make the right read more often than not.
Here's George. To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the dunk by Embiid.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Had a chance to catch up with Joe Mazzulla. Coach said he knows the obstacles of playing against Paul George. He told me, you know he's going to have his fingerprints all over this game on offense and defense. Our goal will be to minimize how often we let him disrupt our game plan. We'll see how long they can keep George out of the picture. Kevin?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Primes with the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
And has grown very well into his role with the team, showing that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Al Horford's checked in for Tatum, and the 76ers also making a change. Yabusele, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Holiday, the pass to White. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Oubre pulls it in.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Yabusele kicks to Oubre. And a deep 3 from George. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws of the game. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchises.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Hits it from three-point range. Brown's got 5 now.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Here's Maxey, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Brown drives in. First quarter play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp. Outside Maxey. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
Pass to Pritchard. The 3, and the Celtics hit again from deep. Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Philadelphia ahead, up 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
They've gotten to the line with tremendous consistency here through the first period.
Yeah, and a lot of times it's really hard to get foul calls on the road. Credit them for being so aggressive.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, they've got Edwards, Joel Embiid out there with Yabusele. Then it's Butler, and it's McCain in at the 2. The strength of Embiid on display.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Here's Tatum. Banked in off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Pass to Yabusele. Embiid the screen. Nice shot by Yabusele. Yabusele's got 5 points so far.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Oh, Tatum won't be denied. So Stan, you started in the NBA back in the mid-90s. How is coaching different from, say, now to back then?
Wow, Kevin, it's just so different and in so many ways.
Timeout.
The players have gotten better. Bigger, faster, more skilled. There's more coaches on a staff. Strength coaches have increased in volume and in influence, so there's less practice. Everything now has to be done differently.
Everything is bigger, isn't it?
It really is.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Porzingis is coming in for Al Horford. And it's Holiday in for Torrey Craig.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's McCain. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Holiday. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
Brown is checked in for the Celtics. White comes in for Pritchard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Tyrese Maxey has stepped up into a starring role with the 76ers. He says these guys have the ultimate confidence in him, all the way from the organization down to the players. So I can just go out there and be aggressive, play my game, even through mistakes. It's all part of extraordinary growth for the guard. Kevin?
Yeah, thanks. He is rewarding their faith. And I love his statement on growth. He's always looking to expand. Just 5 to shoot. A nice shot by Brown.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
The 76ers trail. Maxey passes to Grimes. Philadelphia moving the ball around. This one for 3. Hangs on the trifecta. Grimes has got 6.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside, White. Back to Tatum. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Here's McCain. Porzingis with the block.
And just fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks like that one.
Well, that's a terrific kick-out pass. When the defense collapses like that on the inside, you've got open people outside.
He was all alone on that one. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And here's Embiid. Over Porzingis. And again, it's Philadelphia.
And knocking down shots in the mid-range area really forces teams to have to adjust their defense.
Well, look, he's got the length to get that shot off regardless of how the defense plays.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. To the middle. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. Philadelphia leading by 3. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And Holiday kicks to White. The 3 from Tatum. The 3 from Tatum.
Never a bad idea setting Tatum up.
And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside, George, beyond the arc, connects from three-point range. George has got 9 points.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Oubre against Tatum. Sinking the tough shot, Jason Tatum.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
2 minutes into the second half of play now.
2 minutes.
Brown against George. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. George has got 5 points in the quarter. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah,
payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now,
though?
What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Grimes has got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give.
The Celtics working the ball around now. To the inside. Here's Brown, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And Brown doesn't mind getting roughed up on the way up. In fact, he embraces it.
The Celtics have shot just 1 free throw earlier. 1 for 1 in the game.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team, so you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Here's McCain. Outside, Maxey. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. A nice shot by Brown. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 5-point game. Now here's Maxey. 7 points in the game. With the drive. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. The shot's good. Maxey's got 5 points in the quarter.
Nice read by Maxey. Sees it, hits it, done.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Brown. good on the last-second attempt this time. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, we've got Butler. Edwards is out there with Yabusele. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's McCain in at the 2-guard. He had a nice open look right there. Craig's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Butler deciding where to go with it. Pass to Edwards. Fires the three. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got the lead back up to 7 now for the 76ers.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Tatum gets the bucket.
A three of his own for Tatum. That is how he responds.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So both teams making some changes here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, his perspective was to play like we're behind. He said, that's the energy we need right now. We haven't won anything yet. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Celtics trail by 4. And stolen by Maxey. And here's the fast break. Maxey leading the way. At the teardrop, and Embiid finishes inside. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
Pass to Grimes. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan. Grimes has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. Tatum again through Bray. Tatum gets it inside.
Well, you know Jason Tatum can score, and that's exactly what he's done thus far.
Maxey looking it over. Pass to George from deep three-point territory. Jason Tatum grabs the board. The kick out to Holiday. Tatum setting the pick for White. He takes it in. And good that time. Now it's just a 3-point Philadelphia lead.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
The 3 from Tatum. Rebound by the 76ers.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
In the corner, it's Oubre. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. From the top of the key, he buries it.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Tatum. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And let's give some credit to Tatum. Doesn't crack when the pressure's on. He just seems to embrace the moment.
Maxey, no good. Holiday finds White. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Tyrese Maxey.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Celtics Entertainment.
27 seconds left in the game. Brown inside the line. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. So Philadelphia wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the Viz. All right, David, thank you.
For coming out tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.